right, let's stay with developments in KwaZulu-Natal. Now, Inkatha Freedom Party has called on government departments to do their best to restore much-needed infrastructure in the province of KwaZulu-Natal, and they say this must happen as soon as possible. Now, the party has also welcomed the call by the President for a joint sitting of Parliament to involve MPs to be, really strict when it comes to issues of oversight. Let's speak now to Velenkosini Hlabisa, who's the President of the IFP. Hlabisa, thank you so much for your time this afternoon. I wonder, what has the IFP done on the ground in terms of support for the flood victims?
Good evening, Bongiwe, as well as the viewers. The IFP, since is the party that is constituency-based, from the beginning of the floods, we were among our people, and we make the instruction to our councillors, who are the closest representatives to our communities, MPLs from KwaZulu-Natal and members of the National Assembly, that let us be in touch with our people and monitor closely the developments out of the disaster and the necessary need where we can intervene as representatives other than waiting for the government. And yesterday, we decided to take an extra step as a political party. We visited the various places in eThekwini in order to establish, first of all, the victims. We visited the areas like community halls where a number of people are kept. We had...
We can hear you, Hlabisa. Hlabisa, I'm not sure if you're still able to hear us.
Yes, I can hear you, Bomi.
All right. You were telling us about what is happening on the ground. One of the things, though, that I also am interested in asking you as you talk about, ensuring that assistance reaches the people that it is meant for. The President yesterday spoke about, measures that need to be put in place in order to monitor the disbursement and the allocation of the disaster relief funds. And earlier on in a briefing, Minister Mondli Gungubele says that they're hard at work. This includes Treasury, the Auditor General as well, to ensure that necessary oversight is exercised here in order to make sure that no corruption happens with this money. Are you convinced, though, that things are as watertight?
We are not convinced, Bongiwe, but as the official opposition, like in KwaZulu-Natal, and part of the opposition bench at a national level, we are going to be vigilant to ensure that what happens during the COVID-19 does not repeat itself this time around, because we lost billions of money at that time and we can't afford it, because our province, especially KwaZulu-Natal, was taken far back through the disasters in eThekwini and other areas. We are not convinced, but the government will be under our watch. We will be active, and we will be monitoring any project so that we are sure that the money that is said to have gone to a particular project, each and every rand and cent is accounted for. It will take really a long time for the government to be trusted because of the depth of the corruption within the ruling party.
But Hlabisa, in about 30 seconds, we're almost out of time. Is that same oversight and accountability you talk about going to be extended towards Parliament? Because the President is calling for a joint sitting, but these are the same MPs that were criticized heavily, in the State Capture Commission.
Yes, the bigger role should be on the opposition bench, because the ruling party is infected in its all totality. In whatever province you go, is the same as national. So a bigger role is on the opposition bench to be as active as possible. Civil societies must also stand up so that whenever there is a project that is being done, there must be transparency, accountability, and all projects must be seen from inception up to completion.
Hlabisa, thank you so much for your time. We do appreciate it. That was IFP President Velenkosini Hlabisa, who was talking to us about, of course, the work that is going on the ground. With that, let's check in with the Weather Center. Paul is standing by.